Our previous video showed us the process of thread synchronization with semaphores. This is the 7th video, thread synchronization with a condition. In this video, we illustrate the condition mechanism and carry out the thread synchronization with condition. A condition identifies a change of state in the application. This is a synchronization mechanism where a thread waits for a specific condition and another thread notifies that this condition has taken place. Once the condition takes place, the thread acquires the lock to get exclusive access to the shared resource. A good way to illustrate this mechanism is by looking again at a producer-consumer problem. The class producer writes to a buffer as long as it's not full, and the class consumer takes the data from the buffer, eliminating them from the latter, as long as the buffer is full. The class producer will notify the consumer that the buffer is not empty, while the consumer will report to the producer that the buffer is not full. To show you the condition mechanism, we'll again use the consumer-producer model as shown in this example. The class consumer acquires the shared resource that is modeled through the list items using condition.acquire. If the length of the list is equal to 0, the consumer is placed in a waiting state as shown. Otherwise, it makes a pop operation from the items list. So the consumer state is notified to the producer and the shared resource is released. The class producer acquires the shared resource and then it verifies that the list is completely full. In our example, we place the maximum number of items, 10, that can be contained in the items list. If the list is full, then the producer is placed in the wait state until the list is consumed. If the list is not full, a single item is added. The state is notified and the resource is released. Now let us run this code. Open the command prompt and run the Python file as shown here. This is the result that we get after a single run. The producer notifies the total items produced and consumer notifies total items consumed. This will continue till producer produces 10 items and consumer consumes 10 items. It's interesting to see the Python internals for the condition synchronizations mechanism. The internal class condition creates an rlock object if no existing lock is passed to the class's constructor. Also, the lock will be managed when acquire and released are called. In this video, we saw the thread synchronization with a condition. In the next video, we check out the thread synchronization with an event.